feels like Tim Minton is with us in spirit, if not in enunciation. Good. You actually run the system. I wanted to say hello, sir. Rich Davey, the president of New York City Transit here at 168th Street, as mentioned, to celebrate 1 year, actually a little over a year, of our customer service agents being out of the booth. We worked really closely with our partner, Robert Kelly, who's here today, representing the TWU. I'm with Demetrius Critchlow as well, the Senior VP of Subways, and our all-star customer service agents, a couple who will say something in just a moment. But we're here to celebrate what they're doing. Our customer service agents out of the booth now for a bit of, as I said, over a year, delivering, as you can see with the posters to my right and my left, excellent customer service for the over 4 million New Yorkers who are using our system every day. We are delighted that we were able to get this program going last year. I think now almost all, but maybe a dozen or so of our agents have gone through customer service training, some who hadn't been through training in years, to make sure that they have the tools to succeed. But as you can see, our customers are responding incredibly positively. We've got a number of accommodations as a result of our agents coming out of the booth. And then, as you can see, customer satisfaction is pretty darn high when they have the opportunity to interact with our agents, answering their questions, helping them with Metro cards, as you can see over to my right, and soon Omni as well. Coincidentally or not so, we're also behind a customer service booth. We had conversations with Mr. Kelly last year, and we said, having our station agents, it's the core of what we want to do. And one of those things we wanted to do was create more full-service customer service centers across the system. We're close. We have 2 left to roll out, but coming at the end of this quarter, so by the end of June, a customer will be able to come to one of our customer service centers and get a reduced fare, a permanent reduced fare Metro card, and soon Omni as well. So we want these to be full service for our customers. We are excited for the investments we continue to make. So let's move to a couple other folks and then the stars of our show, but I want to introduce Demetrius Critchlow, the Senior VP of Subways, who under his leadership is making all of this customer service action happen. Demetrius?
Good morning. Today is a special day, a year after rolling out customer service agents out of the field. We said that customer satisfaction would be our primary goal, our North Star. We look for opportunities to do that. What could we do that shows that we appreciate our customers? First thing we thought about doing was getting the station agents from a place where they were in a booth behind a sheet of glass, out there, engaging with customers, going to where the customer needs help rather than waiting for the customer to come to them for help. It was really an innovative time of doing something different, meaningful. Our employees have risen to that task. These employees have embraced this challenge, out there, engaging with customers, first-hand experience with what a customer needs, giving them that personal touch. Our customer service centers was an excellent opportunity for us to showcase that New York City Transit doesn't just have to provide good service by trains, but that we are prioritizing the customer service that we give to our customers as well. Behind me, I have a magnificent crew, varying in experience from 2 years to 10 years. All of them have embraced getting outside of the booth. I have Nelson Chang, Nelson is from the Flushing, Queens side, speaks Mandarin, uses that in his way to perform customer service, being able to put that personal touch in what we do. Rahul Amin, who says, I love what I do. Getting people who actually appreciate the role that they play in providing customer satisfaction. And Matthew Patrick, who has 2 years in service, but has already made a commitment to that role of being in great customer service. He loves being outside of the booth and loves to make a difference when interacting with our customers. So this is a great day, and it does mark the future of what we at Transit are saying we're prioritizing, which is our customers, you. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the fact that we don't feel that being out and providing customer service is against the safety of our workers. Customer service, safety of our workers is a primary thing that we're focused on. So we've done a really a great job of trying to work with our partners in the TWU to make sure that we provide employees with a safe work environment that they could do so safely. So happy to be able to announce Robert Kelly from the TWU, who's going to say a few words as well. Thank you.
So good morning, good morning. So this is a great day. This is a bragging right day, if you will. I said a year ago that we had the best, most resilient workforce in the country. And today that holds true, as you see our workforce behind me. Look, I can't say enough about the great work that our brothers and sisters of TW Local 100 are doing. And tell you the truth, I'm not surprised. I am excited, I am happy, and I'm in a good place right now because I know they deserve this day. We have quite a few thousand of agents that are all providing customer service to the highest level imaginable. They do it day in and day out. They come out here every day and they risk themselves. There's no question about it. It's the course of doing business. But let me make this perfectly, unequivocally clear. We are the best of the best, and we will continue to provide the courteous customer service that this city deserves. Thank you. Oh, so let me introduce to you Mr. Nelson Chang. He'll say a few words, phenomenal agent. Mr. Chang.
Hi, my name is Nelson Chan. I'm a station agent with Transit for 5 years. Thank you for having me here. I like the idea of a stay outside as a customer service. I can meet with people. I can actually knowing what they want instead of staying behind the window and look nothing. But I really had like the opportunity to thank everyone, especially the president, to have us here to showing that we're doing the best of best. Thank you. Yes, let me introduce my colleague, Mr. Admi.
Hi, good morning. I'm Station Ruhul Amin. I work in Queens, and I like going outside the booth now and walking around the station and interact with customers. It feels great to be outside the booth. Thank you.
Last but not least, I'll choose Matthew Patrick. I just said Mario Rivera today. He's going to close this out. Go ahead, Matthew.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Matthew Patrick. I am a customer service ambassador for the station department. They tell me that means I'm one of the great station agents that they have here. I've been a station agent for 2 years. My first year I've been in the booth, the second year obviously outside. A year ago they asked me, how would you feel about coming outside the booth? And I said, let me out. Get me out of there. I want out. I don't feel like you can give exceptional customer service from behind the glass. A year later, they asked me how do I feel to be outside of the booth. And I love it. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy being outside the booth. I enjoy interacting with the customers. I like making my customer service experience more personal with each and every customer that I get in contact with. And I just hope to keep it up with my fellow coworkers and Transit. I know that there's a lot going on, but I'm pretty sure that our safety outside the booth is paramount with Transit, and they're going to continue to do what they do. I'm going to continue to do what I do, and that's it. You guys have a wonderful day.
Before we close, I do also want to call out one other person. The station's team has done an excellent job, but Jim Compton, under his leadership, is another reason why we're here. He was sort of the principal conversant with Robert to make sure we put all the pieces in place to ensure that we were delivering the highest customer service while thinking about employee safety. So thanks, Jim. I made him the hardest working guy in transit the last 2 years. So that said.
All right, Mr. President, thank you so much. We're going to take on-topic questions. Your first on-topic question comes from NJ Burkett from Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Wow.
Thanks very much, Rich. Can you just explain to us specifically what is expected of station agents now as opposed to, then, 2 years ago?
Sure.
And to what extent are they allowed to actually go into the booth during a shift?
Yeah, I mean, obviously coming out of COVID, right, that the station agents in the past used to do transactions, right, cash transactions, et cetera. That's no longer, particularly was moved to Omni and the ability for our customers to just use their tap devices. Some said, well, what's the future of the station agent? Are they relevant anymore? My answer was a resounding hell yes. What we're trying to do is to be customer focused and customer facing. And so the conversations that we've had over the last 2 years was to say, how do we evolve the role of the station agent? And that's what we're doing, evolving the role. So what does that mean? It's directions and helping our customers with Omni, MetroCard, for example. I often say, I think for an outsider, the New York City subway system can be confusing. It can be utterly confusing on the weekends when we have lots of work, as you know, going on. So being able to provide directions and assistance. Even as we've been just standing here, we've seen folks helping our customers through the auto gate, for example, with shopping carts and strollers. That's the expectation. Now, in terms of being in the booth, they do have duties that require them to be in the booth, right? So they need to be reporting issues to our rail control center, for example. They're filling out reports. They're also entitled to a break, certainly not only under the collective bargaining rules, but just because, people need to take a break. So the expectation is that they can be in the booth. And then finally, if there is a security concern or an issue, we ask them not to intervene if there's a concern, a safety concern, but to go into the booth, and call our rail control center or call our colleagues at NYPD. My expectation is they're out generally during rush hour in particular, and I see that pretty often. But at 2 in the morning, the station's quiet. No, if they need to take a load off and have a seat, they should be doing that too. But I think ultimately, NJ, I trust the judgment of our people, and that's what we're asking our agents to do, is to use their judgment, be out of the booth to help customers when they need it, and to be in the booth when they feel like they need to be.
And just to follow up, if I may, and the reason I ask, and it's sort of coincidental that you're having the press conference about this topic in particular, we have had in the last month or two viewers sending us pictures of station agents in the booth saying, hey, wait a minute, I thought they were supposed to be out by the turnstiles on the platforms, things like that. So I wanted to make sure that you clarified that, sharpened the pencil on that.
Absolutely.
To make it clear to people as to why they may actually be in the booth.
Yeah, I mean, 2 years ago, they were chained in the booth, right? Today, what we're saying is, as we did last year, is they're unleashed. But they'll be in the booth, they'll be out of the booth, they'll be walking around. Certainly, I think what our customers have gotten used to is having a station agent in or near a booth, and that's typically where you'll see our station agents for the most part. And then, as mentioned, for major events, sometimes we actually have a team of customer service agents out as well. So you'll see those folks. But I would say to our customers, look, the reality is that they're both going to be in the booth, out of the booth. That's all part of their job. But if we see someone who might not be embracing their role, as the 3 folks who spoke to us before, we've got a commitment from the TW that we're encouraging our folks to spend as much time or more time out of the booth than they are in, for sure.
All right, thank you, so much, Mr. President. Any more on-topic questions? Any more on-topic questions? Okay, before we get to off-topic questions, we want to thank our customer service agents as well. If you
clarify, by the way, NJ, by the way, if our customers are seeing folks in the customer service, there's someone in that booth at all times, right? Because that is where folks can actually have transactions completed. So, if reviewers are saying, well, why are they in the customer service booth? What our goal there is to have 2 agents, one outside the booth and one in the booth.
I don't think that's what they were commenting on. But just to be clear about this, there's no required percentage of time in the box, out of the box, right?
No. At this point, it's use your judgment. But as I said, my expectation, particularly for rush hour, busy events, Yankees games, Mets games, it's 2 a.m. at a station that's completely vacant. No, I don't have an expectation someone's going to be running around, looking for customers to help when there are none.
I'm sure Mr. Kelly would agree.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, so like I said, he was spot on with everything. We have extensive talks. We have bi-weekly and monthly meetings on topics such as this. And the commitment is there from both sides. We understand that our new role is customer service and safety is paramount. And in partnership with Rich Davey and Demetrius Critchlow, they've proven to care about the safety of our members. And we'll continue to work together extensively to create that safe paradigm for our members each and every day.
When you, and again, to follow up, when you guys made this concession or agreement, whatever you would call it, that was an effort really on the part of TWU to save jobs, wasn't it?
Well, look, we understand, first and foremost, my job is to save jobs, right? So that sounds like a little loaded question there, but let me just say this to you, first and foremost. We understood that something had to be done with the money being non-existent, and we also understood that the value of our members was not just handing out Metro cards, right? We've been devalued for so many years, and it's time that we understand that the value of our members is much more than just handing someone a Metro card. We've been doing customer service from the beginning of time. We had certain operations leading up to this, from SCARs to wayfinders and things of that nature, and we worked together collectively to fine print it so we can bring it, fine tune it so we can get it to where it's at today. And I'm proud to say that we're in a good place.
All right, Mr. Kelly, thank you so much. Mr. Amin, Mr. Patrick, Mr. Chang, thank you all as well. And now we'll take off-topic questions in just a moment here.
I do also want to give a shout out to Wendy Olivia, who's here from Assemblymember Taylor's office. She's back, hiding in the back. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. So, off topic. Go ahead. Sorry.
All right, Mr. President, this is CBS 2.
Yes. All right.
Any updates on the bus attack with the screwdriver?
No updates. We obviously have, well, I shouldn't say obviously, you may know this or not, we have footage of what occurred and pretty good photographs of the perpetrator, which we've given to NYPD, and as they always do when we give them footage and a photograph, they catch the perpetrator. So I have no doubt in Chief Kemper and his team that this perpetrator will be in custody within days, if not hours.
Do you know if the two knew each other?
I don't know that. I don't.
Any new upgrades to bus? Any new upgrades to the bus security following this?
I mean, in this instance, no. We obviously have to understand exactly what occurred. Maybe it was random. I don't know. But what I can tell you is the 40,000 plus cameras we have in our bus system clearly worked in this instance because we have a photograph of the perpetrator. We have a video of the crime, and thankfully, the person who was assaulted looks to be okay. But obviously, it was a harrowing incident for our customer.
Do you expect a quick arrest because of all the surveillance cameras? Is that what
I always do. I have high expectations of the NYPD, and they never disappoint.
All right, Mr. President, thank you so much. Mr. Senior Vice President, Mr. Critchlow, thank you. Mr. Kelly, thank you so much as well. Thank you, everybody.